Welcome back to Strong's Garage.
Hey, Matt, Jim here.
Here we are at the counter again, and we got something completely different than normal today.
Oh yeah, something that'll just blow your hair back. Something so amazing.
Yeah, right?
Key cutting machine.
Yeah,
right?
something we talked about for a
Not
while.
just for your local hardware store anymore.
Yeah, no, this is the antithesis of everything key related at Strong's
Yeah,
Garage.
right.
Yeah.
So,
And well, anyway, we just wanted to thank you folks for watching and liking and sharing and subscribing and commenting and everything else.
oh yeah, that's what's keeping
the channel
keeping the channel going.
Yeah,
Float. And
So anyway,
like we harp on before, it's lots of work, but it's fun. So
Yeah.
it's
like I said, if you feel like supporting, we do Patreon only videos, which we got one this week, which is some tool restoration.
so we had an interesting one come in where it's a Ford lock column with the key busted off in the cylinder.
Right inside there. So
Yeah. So come along with us and we'll
harvest it.
Harvest it, hopefully.
And duplicate it.
Duplicate. Harvest and duplicate.
All right, Jim, what do we got here?
Hey, pretty neat thing today. This is steering column.
Yep, it is
Not just any, but from the 32 Ford.
That's right.
And so, very neat. The vehicle security going back older seems to almost get better.
Yeah.
Then it got worse for a while, and now it's pretty secure, I guess.
This is the first year they offered this locking column.
Yeah, and so very cool. It's for a 32 Ford we're working on here at the shop, and it had we asked the owner if he wants his key. He said, "Well, no, it's got a switch." I said, "There's a key."
There is a key.
So it had been painted over. At some point, somebody had broken off the key, and it was stuck in there. So luckily, the bit was still in there. So we had to do a lot of fighting.
It took a long time.
Very delicate work. It was a little micro drill. We were able to drill it out.
Yeah,
Took one of the world's smallest easy outs. We were able to twist it in there and wiggle and get it straight. We got our key piece out.
We got our key.
And so yeah, so this is quite exciting because a new addition to the shop, you might have noticed, the key cutter.
You bet, buddy. Made in Canada.
Yeah, the Dominion Lock Company.
Yeah, and what happens with this stuff is you can cut it off code, but we don't have a code key cutter yet.
Yeah, as well as the code would have been...
It's gone.
Yeah, it would have been on the part that broke off or in here, which...
So luckily, we've harvested the innards. Now, when you cut a key like this, on this kind of machine, all you need is the profile of the key, and it'll cut it for you.
Yeah, it's a duplicating machine.
And the correct blank.
Yeah.
Which, luckily enough...
Yeah, with this thing came fully loaded with a bunch of keys, and then we kind of give her a spin here to the forward section, go up through the 60s and into the last one here.
And this is a Dominion Lock reproduction of a Herd key. So this truck should have its key.
Yeah, we're hoping there's enough of the stump.
Well, we were just going to cut the stump off and just solder it onto the head.
Yeah.
Could do that, I guess, eh? Epoxy it up.
Oh, yeah.
But no, we don't have to anymore. But anyway, so Jim struggled for quite some time to get this key out, but it's wonderful that it's still in there.
Yeah.
And the best part about when you do something like this is you know it's right.
Yeah.
And you need your key. And these work cool because they lock the switch to shut it off, and they lock the steering column so you can't turn it if you're not familiar with Fords.
It's quite a very secure system.
And then they went away from it.
Yeah. And they're very hard to get parts for, so that's why we were very happy to get that key chunk.
And they're really hard to get apart. There's a safety bolt that breaks off when you put them together and stuff. They're really tamper-proof. If you try to drill the lock out, a pin just falls inside and you can't steer it anymore. So, yeah. But anyway, we thought we'd show you how to cut a key with a duplicator. Right. There you go. I'll give you the key and the blank. And we'll bring it in and set it up.
I believe these were, 32 was probably the first year of this style key.
That's
and went right into the 40s. And so you can see it just
right
fits right in, but without the right combination, we're
hooped.
Yeah, we're hooped. So, let's bring it in.
I'll bring it in. All right, Jim?
All right, well, we'll load our keys in here. So we've got our beautiful Dominion Lock Canadian-made blank. And we'll bring this over here, and we've got our setting guide. So we just bring this up against here, that down in the channel, give it a clamp, make sure our recessed area is in the right area, and it is. And so now we've kind of seen that it's broken off right at where you'd suspect the weakest part here, so we'll line that up with where it would have been here. And so that's the far side, so it should catch it right about there.
And because we only have one
Clamp
key
it in.
blank, let's just check it with the calipers.
Yeah, we'll just make sure that from there to there, the same from there to there.
Perfect.
Tip of the key to the tip of the key. So these are tight. The gentle hum of a key cutter. And now we simply cut our key. Wow, just like that. And from every time I've had a key cut, I see what they do is one of these. Just to deburr it, I guess. Beautiful. This is our moment of truth here. See if our freshly cut key will work our lock. So, simply wiggle it in. There it is.
Locked.
That's locked. Oh, that's unlocked. And locked. So this is very neat here. We'll take the back off and we'll be able to see the working mechanism here.
All right.
Perfect. So we go from this is our locked position. So you'll notice this is moved in. This little pin cannot move, nor the on-off switch on this side. We stick our key in here, give her a turn 180. We're now able to move this, which moves our little flipper back and forth, which runs in this channel for your ignition switch. And so it's quite well protected, whereas when this slides down, it can't actuate your on-off switch, so there's no way a thief's getting in there.
And then if you run the pin, run it again there, Jim.
Yeah,
That pin that goes back and forth right here, this one,
yeah.
that goes right into your steering column and locks your column.
Wow.
So your steering doesn't steer anymore. So
Yeah.
anti-theft
Yes.
at its best, but
The
torqued
key
by a good
works.
key.
Yeah. So yeah, no, this is nice. We'll have to free it up a bit. Like it
Oh, we
took a
gotta
lot.
fix
It
all
was
this
all
stuff, yeah.
painted and
Yeah.
yeah, it rusted up, but just happy that that works and saved the day.
The old key cutter strikes
Yeah.
again.
Cuts again.
Another thing here. While you watch. Cool.
Yeah. We've got, this is a neat little feature of it here. This is actually a door. And in here, it came with, from the Dominion Lock Company, Montreal, Canada, the original guarantee, the warranty card. Oh, there we are, and registration. Thoroughly inspected. Fortunately, didn't fill out the date or anything like that, but
We think it's from the late 50s or so.
yeah, we had to guess, judging by the letterhead and kind of all that.
Yeah.
And really neat that it's kind of, it must have came out of an old store of some sort, but it's got all for reordering the blanks, your little sheets there, and then all sorts of just boxes of blank keys. But fantastic addition to the shop.
You saw the key cutter in action, which is a new addition. We've also got,
Yeah, keeping with the cutting theme, a beautiful brake drum cutter
And
and
this-
brake blade.
and this brake shoe riveter. Now, we do have that antique harness one that we converted, but this one does the, we'll drill the holes and burnish the ends and pop the old rivets out and pop the new ones in all in one foul sweep. So this is
Yeah.
an old Barrett model, but the real prize was this 1940s Atomotive, which is a
Yes.
Canadian company I've never heard of.
Oh, me neither, but
Brake drum lathe, which
Yeah.
was a piece of garbage when we got it and seized up and didn't work.
yeah.
So we kind of
Went
lightly
through it,
restored mechanically.
cleaned it.
But what's cool about this one is this is a 1932 Ford brake drum that goes on there with this tiny little tapered axle. with the hub still in it, which we cannot do on our other machine.
No, the other machine, the arbor, is too big to go through this, so you got to either press and fight these apart.
And this one will also do with the tire on.
Yes.
If we need it.
Yeah. And so it's freestanding, which kind of takes up less floor space than the other one.
And it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, exactly. And came with all of the various fixtures and arbors for all these 30s to 50s cars.
Everything. Yeah. So, and it's really cool the way it works. This baby just quiet as a mouse again. Wow. And it feeds like the old Shaper does with the ratcheting feed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you want to see a little more on this unit, we did a Patreon video of the kind of cleanup restoration of it, which was fun.
Oh, very satisfying. Yeah.
This one we still need a couple of things for to get it fully into action, but happy to have it nonetheless.
Yeah.
But I love that thing.
Oh, it's a beautiful addition to the shop, and that's the one fun thing is that we've got these tools, and now we can kind of upgrade and get
downgrade.
Downgrade, yeah.
We get older ones that we can rebuild to replace the newer ones we got, and then slowly kind of incrementally get the shop where we want it. But
work our way back to the Stone Ages at this rate.
yeah, it rocks. This will actually work better than a modern one for what we do, which is 100% antique car brake drum. So with this machine, the other one we had struggled a few times, but yeah, I'm just happy to have it. What a luck! What a stroke of luck! It's funny too. We passed on it the first time we see it.
Yeah, we were out getting another piece of equipment, and
we said, we already got one. And then 2 days later, we were like, why didn't we get that? That's the coolest one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So we kicked ourselves for a minute, phoned the guy, and made the deal. So anyway,
yes, sir.
Brake drum lathe, not new and improved, old and improved.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, wasn't that wonderful? Hey?
Yeah, we got our keys cut.
Yeah, you can't believe how happy we were that key worked.
Well, I tell you what,
those are only blank.
Well, that too. But I'm happy now because my wife well knows I'm terrible with keys. So now we can cut our own keys.
There's been many a time we've had to stop halfway here because
I'll just cut a handful of keys and hide them all around. So anyway, that's cool, a key cutting machine. So
yeah, no, it's
if we could find the cool
and
key.
a disclaimer: neither of us had cut a key before.
Yeah, we're not.
I've seen keys cut.
I've seen a lot of keys cut. Yeah.
But yeah, no.
So and then the brake drum lathe, that's pretty cool too.
Oh, that's a wonderful addition. So.
Yeah, and we got another new tool that we're going to be working on. So
yeah, we've got a few tools that we'll probably be debuting on Patreon. And,
and hopefully getting to work with them because we've been waiting for a tool like this for a long time. That's the hardest part, is to find the tool, and then you got to find all the little paraphernalia that goes with it.
Yeah,
as you well know.
Yeah, fix the tool up and then
fix the tool so you can fix the stuff with the tool that you fixed.
Yeah,
it's like a constant struggle. Anyway, thanks again for watching, folks. We'll catch you on the next one.
You bet.